The Los Angeles Times Media Group is taking a step to go public. And joining me now with more is the chairman and CEO of the Los Angeles Times Media Group, Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong. Doctor, thank you so much for joining. Congratulations on this news.
Thank you for having me. It's so exciting to be on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. And we announced it yesterday, and this is our path to going public.
A path to going public here at the stock exchange is quite impressive. Patrick, what is the Los Angeles Times Media Group going to look like?
So this is an opportunity to go from the ink to digital. And this is the really evolution of a 144-year-old paper. So when you think about what we are truly a newspaper with integrity, investigative reporting, 144 years of IP, frankly. When you integrate that with the Los Angeles Times studio and things like we're doing right now, where you have discussions, podcasting, events, streaming live, that's a Los Angeles Times studio. But we've gone further. We now have a thing called the NAND studio, which is the most sophisticated LED volume where both ads, movies, events, all the way to esports and virtual sports, and making that available to the audience. There's 3.2 billion viewers that watch esports competitions, gaming, and then going from the crosswords and with the NAND games to interactive games. When you put all of that together under one roof of a content management system called Graphene, which you've taken 7 years to build, and now you evolve from ink to digital. There will still be, and there should be, our audience who want to have the touch and feel of paper. We'll continue to print that, but if you want the digital feel of paper, we have a thing called the e-newspaper that you can actually touch and feel and look as if it's a paper and go directly to the story. So that's what this Los Angeles Times Media Group is. And I'm so pleased that our partnership with New York Stock Exchange and us being on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, in which real live feed from the financial world, which is really important in the stock trading world, will be streamed from here. So it's fun for me to be here on the first day in which we announced the fact that we have an opportunity to go public. And we will go public, and it'll be on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol LAT.
Well, Patrick, congratulations again, and thank you for outlining what the Los Angeles Times Media Group looks like in this new digital age going forward. You mentioned live feeds and how important those are, especially as people do consume more on the go, on their mobile devices and digitally in general. What more can you share about the window to the world that those sorts of feeds offer?
Well, I think you raised the correct question, is the world is now mobile. I've not had a physical computer for years and years, literally for 6 or 7 years. I do everything on my phone. But the opportunity to bring the global world together, and maybe we should discuss one of the future opportunities in terms of tokenization. So this whole area of blockchain, digital securities, digital asset transfer, stablecoin, Bitcoin, may sound foreign to a lot of people. I believe that's the future of asset transfers. So imagine the day would be arrive when, in fact, that day may be soon, where anybody in the world could get 1,000th of a piece of stock of Berkshire Hathaway, but couldn't afford it, but do it through a tokens. So I believe that tokenization is the future of security stock exchange, bond stock exchange, tied to blockchain so that there's no fraudulent transactions and very safe. That'll happen on your mobile device. And this is the future where we will bring, through the Los Angeles Times Media Group and together partnerships with stock exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange, modernize even securities exchange.
I'd love to learn from you, Patrick, as to how artificial intelligence also factors into your vision for the future.
So on the world of AI, I think many people fear AI in terms of what is AI. And it's a combination of what I call machine learning and machine vision. And we've been practicing, believe it or not, in healthcare AI for decades now. It may be not apparent. So artificial intelligence in terms of understanding, predicting the, whether it be predicting weather, whether predicting futures, whether predicting corn, whether predicting stock. We spent a lot of time in AI in healthcare. So now we have the first FDA-approved AI device that can look at your EKG and look at the micro elements of an EKG wave and predict whether the patient is going to have cardiac decomposition before it happens. That's the future of AI, and that's what we'll be bringing as part of this whole media group.
Why is now the time to do this?
Because technology has caught up. I think we've evolved, these ideas that we brought together under my umbrella company called NantWorks. We've started that work decades ago, but we couldn't be doing what we're doing now without 5G and it was 3G, 4G, LTE of the mobile device. The ability to transmit data wirelessly like we're doing now. So I think the opportunity is now because technology has evolved to this point. I think this is evolution of mankind, right? From the point when we had the feather. So if you look at the logo of NantWorks, it's a feather of Da Vinci and ink, now with a power button, and that's its circle to this technology of the mobile devices, supercomputing AI. So the evolution of technology has arrived, and all the way even to satellites. And if we can take that and bring it in this kind of conversation and reduce it down to maybe understandable, non-geeky verbiage, but I believe this is the future. It is the future. The future is already here. The most important thing is to us to manage it responsibly and use it for good.
Using it for good. I like that as a takeaway. Patrick, my final question is the Olympics return to Los Angeles in a few years, in 2028. Anything in the works for that?
There's lots in the works. Los Angeles is going to be the epicenter of the nation. Think about this. In 2026, we have the World Cup. In 2027, we have the Super Bowl. In 2028, we have the Olympics. In between that, we're going to launch the global esports. So the Los Angeles Times Media Group has announced that we have the rights now from Global Esports Federation to bring 180 countries into Los Angeles and do esports competition. So for the first time, there'll be a Team USA, a Team India, a Team Africa. So the opportunity now for countries to come together under the banner of sports, entertainment, food, and bring communities together is really exciting. And I think sports will be the unifying theme. And that's why I think Los Angeles over the next 4 or 5 years is going to be a really important epicenter. So for us to then integrate our Los Angeles Times studio and studio with the New York Stock Exchange studio, and I've just seen Studio 1 and Studio 2, I think it's an amazingly exciting opportunity.
We are so excited as well. Congratulations and welcome to the Stock Exchange, Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong, Chairman and CEO of the Los Angeles Times Media Group.
Thank you for having me. Look forward to being a partner with you and this being our future home.
Likewise, thank you.
Okay, thanks.